I gave her the biggest hug that I could. And when she saw me, she was like, oh man, finally somebody I see that's on my side.
Right, they could relate.
She was getting hit with everything left and right. And I just said, I hugged her. I said, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud. Portrait.
You are the greatest. An internship is just what's required to make things right now that Cheryl Miller is on Caitlin's side. Let's make the record right. More than just a former basketball player, Cheryl Miller is a legend who essentially created the concept of dominance in women's basketball. Cheryl Miller would be the best person to help Caitlin develop her abilities. While she slept, she was able to torch defenses with pure magic. In addition to teaching her the technical aspects of the game, Cheryl is giving her advice on how to deal with the animosity.
First of all, I'd like to congratulate the inductee class of 1995. I would like to thank the Hall of Fame. I'm sure that I'm going to forget some people out here, but I'd like to thank Linda Sharp, my coach at USC, Bill Wall, Lynn Berry, Annie Myers, Coach Pat Summit, my mom and dad, my friends, my family. I remember reading once.
Cheryl is well aware of the pressures to stand out because she has personally experienced them. She is now offering Caitlin advice on how to handle the special mix of talent and jealousy she encounters in the WNBA, a league that all too frequently views young talent as dangerous. Caitlin and Cheryl Miller work really well together. It's funny how the WNBA players must be feeling right now because Cheryl is such an anomaly that she makes everyone around her feel as though they need to prove something. This type of mentorship is completely new.
Pioneers who made their marks on the hardwood, superstars of a growing sport. These are the legends of our game.
She was one of the greatest college players ever, a scholastic icon who helped the game climb to new popularity, Cheryl Miller. This two-time National High School Player of the Year received more than 250 scholarship offers. She picked USC and lived up to every expectation. This four-time All-American set USC career records for scoring, rebounding, free throws made, and steals. Those records still stand today. When her teams won NCAA titles in 1983 and 1984, she was tournament MVP each time. She was just as dominant for the 1984 Olympic gold medal team. She had a strong second act as a coach and a broadcaster. And in 1995, earned induction into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Because you're making fun of Caitlin while she's receiving play BYPL instruction from a true legend under Cheryl's tutelage. Let's face it, Caitlin has a strong skills attitude and the ability to remain composed under duress.
Nelson Adota trying to save it and does. And now Clark comes up with a steal. Clark thought about pulling up from three, will dip inside and lay it in. There are the first points in the WNBA career of Caitlin Clark.
Take it at the rim. Here, hesitation. You have to come out on her. It goes behind.
Cheryl's concept is straightforward. When they express hatred, you show them buckets. This relationship is special because Caitlin is learning from someone who has experienced everything and knows exactly how to handle it. When Caitlin joins the WNBA, what will happen? Instead of appreciating her talent, the majority of you so-called pros would rather disparage her. She has the attitude, the abilities, and the amazing range, almost half the court. Some of you seem to prefer seeing her miss over the WNBA improving, despite the league's stated desire for skill. Her taking your thunder has nothing to do with this. Instead of gestures of gratitude, Steph Curry receives sidelong stares and icy shoulders. Let's not pretend that this doesn't happen frequently. Caitlin is here to improve the game, not to take your place, despite the fact that some of you feel intimidated.
One down, and it's a big one. Gets old. Clark has space. She's going to let it fly, and she's going to connect. Oh, Caitlin Clark. She waited to prime time to connect from deep. NCAA ranks. We've got some score power on the court. Watch that inside hand, that left hand. Caitlin Clark gets away with a little shove inside, creates that space. Guess you're saying too much. Long rebound to the fever. Oh,
Gotta
back
get
bend like
back.
Don't wait. Don't wait.
Transition defense.
For whatever reason, Cheryl is teaching Caitlin how to suppress her negative feelings. Is it because she's pulling up from the logo and breaking ankles? Or is it because she's rapidly becoming well-known among fans while you're too busy subtweeting each other? Cheryl would likely tell Caitlin they don't want to shine blind them with every three-pointer you've got. Because of her extensive experience, which has allowed her to weather the storm and yet get respect, she is instructing Caitlin to play her game fearlessly, to embrace every swish, every step-back three, and every move that makes WNBA players shake their heads in jealousy. Cheryl has seen the worst of it, so Caitlin is in capable hands. Since it was revealed that rookies Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese had been chosen for the 2024 WNBA All-Star team, fans have been anticipating the WNBA All-Star game. Since then, there has been intense discussion over whether Clark or Reese would start for the WNBA, which is coached by famous women's basketball player Cheryl Miller. However, the questions may finally have an answer today that the team's WNBA starting five has been revealed.
Second quarter, and Clark doing it with some defense. Comes up with the block, and then Lexi Hull finds her. Fever back within 4. Ball is trying to clear 8. Shot clock down to 9. Here as Clark gets inside, the scoop shot falls. Indiana scoring, has done it from the three-point line, has gotten to the rim, and she'll head to the foul line here momentarily.
You're taking on.
And Caitlin Clark was unquestionably selected as the team's starting point guard, giving her one last blessing. We also signed Danana Boner, a forward for the Connecticut Sun Nneka Ike, a forward for the Seattle Storm, New York Library Center, Arkansas, and Jonquil Jones of the Dallas Wings. Ogen Bali Miller has complemented Clark's skills on and off the court throughout the week. While serving as the WNBA's head coach at the 2024 WNBA All-Star Game, Miller had the unique opportunity to mentor rookie players Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, who are typically portrayed in the media as rivals at the same time, even if she isn't now in command of a squad court. During an interview on The Mark Jackson Show on September 3rd, Miller made a clear statement regarding the alleged animosity between these two 22-year-old global superstars.
She doesn't jump out the gym. She's not like your 6'6", 6'5", which gives her a height advantage, a length advantage. So it has to be here. It has to be here. Because I've never seen someone offensively rebound better than her. Better than her. And she reminds me of that mentality of Dennis Rodman. Anything around the rim, loose around there, she gonna find a way. And they used to call it, he has a nose for the ball. No, it's just something in them that every loose ball, they gonna find a way. Runs the floor, great hands, understanding. Those two being on the floor shattered whatever narrative people were trying to push. Ain't no animosity. I mean, it was fun while it lasted, but these guys, all they want to do is win. And seeing them interact off the court and shoot around and everything else, it was fun. It was a lot of fun, guys, and it was such a blessing to be a part of.
Group despite serving as the team's head coach, the WNBA team defeated Cheryl Reeves' Team USA team 117-109. Miller seems more focused on ensuring that everyone she was mentoring had fun that weekend, particularly the newbies Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. It's funny because some of you WNBA veterans aren't making an effort to recognize Caitlin's grace. Instead, you're acting as though ESPN yanked down your highlights because of her. Cheryl tells Caitlin to keep her head up and enter the arena with pride each time she lights up the court because she knows that Cheryl's expertise will support her moves and attitude. You guys are sweating more than LeBron during the championships, while Caitlin is out there draining shots from the parking lot. What about when Caitlin sends opponents reeling with a step-back three? She is the epitome of Allen Iverson. Rather of treating some of you WNBA players with dignity, you cross individuals up and send them running for their trainers. Be kind to her watch as she sinks another 30-footer as if it were no big deal. Caitlin understands how to handle the fire, and even though Cheryl is only another rookie, she has her back. This relationship is historic in addition to being significant. Caitlin Clark and Cheryl Miller are like Michael Jordan mentoring Luka Doncic. When two basketball players with such high IQs get together, there are irreversible consequences. In a league that occasionally doesn't recognize exceptional potential until it's too late, Cheryl is preparing Caitlin for success by teaching her how to handle criticism.
She had a little fiery attitude going back, just all competitive. And that's what it's about. And she's ready for this moment, as I said in that first half, and she is showing and proving why right now.
Atkins off the window. Harrington off the mark as Clark steps into a three. Connecticut, second last in the league in three-point percentage, just under 29%. Clark heaves and rattles one in.
All of you WNBA players need to come to terms with reality. Caitlin is becoming stronger as a result of Cheryl's influence. With Cheryl Miller's confidence, she is vying for highlights, MVP awards, and records. While you are busy complaining about Caitlin's outstanding stats, like prime Shaq under the rim, the difference is that, unlike Shaw, who was at least well known for his power, Caitlin is doing it with grace and with the backing of one of the most reputable names in the game. The partnership between Caitlin Clark and Cheryl Miller is the WNBA saga's biggest plot twist. This is a wake-up call because, in spite of your criticism, Caitlin and Cheryl Miller are leaving a legacy. Remember that Caitlin Clark has Cheryl Miller on her side the next time you see her controlling the court. While you're all gathered around trying to figure out how to control her game, Cheryl has most likely already taught her 5 more ways to destroy your defense. Cheryl is instructing Caitlin how to become well known for a league that has been so reluctant to embrace her talent. When Caitlin appears, she is unrepentant and has the legend's support.
Pace. Clark outside, and that's good.
Clark trying to shake free Mabry all over. Here is Clark. Clark separating, taking, and hitting. Caitlin Clark with a difficult look from deep. A locked-in face.
Locked in face.
Clark a deep three. You bet. Could have held for one, did not, but able to hit. Here's the flick ahead. Alyssa Smith lays it in on the delivery from Clark. She finally missed one. Kennedy Carter had been 6 for 6 from the floor. Here's Clark. Finds the cutter. Boston inside for
WNBA Prepare. You can be sure that Cheryl Miller's protege has her approval for every shot she takes and every record she breaks, whether you decide to act or continue to maintain that Caitlin isn't the genuine deal. She's not here to fit in, but to break the mold, and she's doing it in style.